Special thanks to Patreon supporter Trenchfighter8 for making this video possible. Hey guys, welcome back to another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the DH.100 Vampire with a crew of 1. We went over to its dimensions. You can see on screen now a length of 9.37 meters. Its role as a jet fighter and the number built was 3,268. Armaments include 4 20mm Hispano Mk.V cannons. Engine you can see over here, one Havilland Goblin 3 turbojet. Performance, it had a max speed of 882 kilometers per hour. But anyways guys, that's going to do for this, and enjoy the tutorial. Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's Gear204 here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Havilland Vampire, the DH.100. This was a British jet fighter developed and manufactured by the Havilland Aircraft Company. Work on the aircraft began during World War II as a largely experimental aircraft suitable for combat that harnessed the groundbreaking innovation of the jet propulsion. It was quickly decided to opt for a single-engine, twin-boom aircraft equipped with the Halford H.1 turbojet engine. Originally ordered as an experimental aircraft only, the decision to mass-produce the aircraft as an interceptor for the Royal Air Force was finalized in May 1944. However, this aircraft never saw combat, and it was first introduced into basically the Royal Air Force in 1946, and it was later retired in 1979 by the Rhodesian Air Force and everything like that. In total, almost 3,300 of these were built, which is a pretty large amount, and everything like that. So it's a very interesting aircraft. It kind of has that World War II-ish vibe to it. It's a very small aircraft compared to most modern jets or Cold War jets, really. So it's a very, very small aircraft that kind of, kept with that small size of aircraft in World War II and all that stuff. Except this is a jet engine one. Before we go ahead and take a look at the vehicle, I just want to go ahead and give a special thanks to one of my Patreon supporters. This build was made possible with the support from Patreon supporter Trenchfighter8, who, through his donation of $5 a month, earned a vehicle of his choosing and all that stuff. Thank you very much, Trenchfighter8. And if you guys are interested in helping the channel out and earning some perks as, having a vehicle of your choice every month, feel free to go ahead and head over to my Patreon page and feel free to take a look at some of the reward tiers and stuff like that I have. Lots of cool stuff, and of course I really do appreciate many of you guys that do feel like donating. However, it's not a requirement, and all that stuff, it just helps me out a lot, since YouTube has a nasty habit of limiting the ads on some of my videos sometimes. So anyways, going ahead and taking a look at this aircraft, it's definitely an interesting one and pretty unique. So starting off with, we have the front up here, we have the nose of the aircraft, pretty standard, kind of a rounded nose on the front there. Going ahead and going back from it, we have pretty much, the whole cockpit section, fuselage, body, everything like that. On the wings here, you have intakes on your wing like that, the air intakes right there for the jet engine. Moving our way back, we have the 2 booms on your side, as I referenced to early on. So 2 booms here that lead you your vertical stabilizers and also your horizontal stabilizer, which goes in and across between them and everything like that. And then you just have the jet engine right here on the back, nothing too fancy. And of course, the Royal Air Force symbols on the wings and on the sides, and vertical stabilizers and all that fun stuff. Anyways, that's pretty much the aircraft. It's a very nice, simple build for sure, but definitely looks pretty awesome. So anyways, that's going to do it for this overview. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by starting off our first layer. Also, want to go in front, I will be showing you guys how to do a landed version down there. So if you guys are interested in having this thing landed, that will also be a possibility for you guys to add on. And I'll be explaining how high off the ground you need to build this if you do plan on transferring it to a landed version. Anyways, let's go ahead and move into the tutorial. Alright guys, so moving on to our first layer, we're technically going to start off with layer 2, and I'll explain why we are a little bit later. However, layer 1 is very simplistic, very minor, and I felt it would be easier just to start off with this layer, as it will give you a better idea of body shape and body length and everything for the aircraft, which will help you guys in the long run try to figure out where you want to position this. Now, the first thing we're going to go and start off by doing is we're going to go ahead and figure out if we want this thing landed, how high off the ground we need to build it. So this is layer 2 of the build, so technically we would have this space right here will be occupied by some blocks. However, this thing sits very low to the ground. So what we want to have happen is we want to have this layer 2 basically one block above the ground. So you can see you have the block space right here. So layer 1 is going to basically be on the block level that's pretty much on basically on top of this ground here. So you can see this row 3 here of blue wool is representing the ground, and this block right here is representing the space we want to have in between this block and the ground right there. So space of 1 right there. So with that all settled and everything like that, we're going to build this thing as if it were flying, and then we'll make the modifications to make it landed a little bit later on once we finish the aircraft and we get to that spot. So what we want to do to go ahead and start off with is we're going to go ahead and go to the nose up here. We're going to start off by placing down a stone brick top slab followed by an upside down stair. Now this is going to be at the very front nose of the aircraft, as you can see right there. So if you're building this in a certain area, you can take that into account, and you guys can refer back to the beginning of the video where I put the dimensions of the build as well, so you can refer back to that if you're in a tight space and you need to make sure that this will fit. So we have the stone brick top slab, stone brick upside down stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 polished andesite blocks, followed by a stone brick upside down stair and a stone brick top slab on the back. Now, what we do in most of my aircraft tutorials to kind of save some time and to make it a little bit easier for me, and it's just equally as easy for you guys, is I went ahead and built the left side off camera, and I'll be building the right side on camera. This aircraft is completely symmetrical, so whatever we do on the right side here, you're just going to copy over to the left side in between layers. And if there's anything different, I'll tell you, but I don't think there is with this aircraft, so it should be pretty straightforward. Whatever I do on the right side here, you're going to go and do on the left side. And I'll also show you guys how to do the very center line of the aircraft as well. So let's go ahead and continue. Now, what we want to do from this point here is we're going to go ahead and go to this first polished andesite block back from the stone brick stair. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off of it like that on both sides. We then want to place down a stone brick upside down stair like this, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone brick upside down stairs after it. So you have a corner stair here, followed by 3 stairs after it. We then want to place down 1, 2, and 3 stone brick top slabs like that going back, followed by a iron trap door on the very end like so, coming off that stone brick upside down stair. With that done, we want to go ahead and then go to our next row, kind of going out to the side here. We're going to go ahead and go to these 3 upside down stairs right here, not including the corner stair. We're going to go to the middle one, and we're going to place down a stone brick top slab coming off of it like so, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs back from it. We then want to take our iron trap doors. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trap doors back, so it should be in line with this iron trap door from the previous row. Go ahead and go into this row 3 of stone brick top slabs. We're going to go ahead and go to the center. The center one, we're going to place down a iron trap door coming off of it, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trap doors. So you have a nice row of 5 of iron trap doors. We're going to go ahead and go to this first iron trap door up here, place down another iron trap door out to the side, followed by a second one back. We then want to place down a total of 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs, followed by 1, 2, 3 iron trap doors going back, like so. So basically, looking at it from above, you should have something that kind of looks like that for the first, technically the second layer of the aircraft and everything like that. That's going to do it for layer 2. With that, let's go ahead and move on to layer 1. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving on to our first layer, kind of pretty much technically layer 1. Very simple, we're just going to go ahead and go on the bottom here. We want to go ahead and go on to our third polished andesite block in the center row here. We're going to place down an iron trap door underneath it, followed by 1, 2, and 3 back, just like that, to create a little bit more shaping on the bottom there. Again, as I mentioned, very simple, probably the easiest, well actually the easiest layer for this tutorial. And that right there is going to basically do it for layer 1. We can move back up to layer 3. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we have layer 3. Now for layer 3, what we want to do is we want to go ahead and start by going to the stone brick top slab up here in the very front. We're going to place down a polished andesite block on top of it. After that polished andesite block, we're going to place down 1 and 2 more polished andesite blocks back, so we have a row of 3 like so. We then want to go ahead and go to the first polished andesite block up here in the front. We're going to place down a skeleton skull on either side. Go into the second block, we're going to place down a cobblestone wall on either side. After that, we're then going to place down a polished andesite block on the other side of this polished andesite block, so we have a nice row of 3. Going back from this polished andesite block, we're going to place down 1 and 2 black wool blocks back. And then after that, we're going to go ahead and place down a black wool block, just like this. Basically, we're going to place down a stone button on the black wool block like that on the second one, like that on both sides. After you have that done, we're going to place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 polished andesite blocks back, followed by a cobblestone wall on the very end, like so. We want to go ahead and go to the space in the center here. We're going to go ahead and go to our, basically our middle row in here. So if we have this row 3 of polished andesite right here, and we're going to go ahead and leave a space of 3. If you want to put the cockpit in, you guys can feel free to do so. If not, you can just go and fill the space in. However, I'm going to leave a space here just in case you guys want to add a little bit of a cockpit looking design in here. Other than that, I'm going to leave this open, so that's going to be open for you guys to go crazy with and customize as much as you guys want. So we have that space of 3 right here. Then we're going to place down 2 polished andesite blocks, and then a glowstone block, and then a orange stained glass block right down the end there, which will be for the engine. As you can see, we get a little effect that looks something like that. With that done, going out to the sides here, we're going to go ahead and go to this first polished andesite block after the black wool blocks. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab after it, and then we're going to place down a second stone brick top slab back from it, a black wool block, followed by 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks, and a stone brick stair like that. So basically, if you go ahead and look at it, you should have a little half space, or basically a slab space right here, which will be part of the intakes, which are located on the wings. So going ahead and continuing on, we're going to go ahead and go to this second top slab. We're going to place down one more slab out to the side, followed by a black wool block after it. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by a stone brick stair, followed by a stone brick half slab. We then want to grab ourselves a stone slab and place down one like that. With that finished, we then want to go ahead and take a stone brick stair. We're going to place it down on top of this iron trapdoor like so, followed by 1, 2, and 3 polished andesite blocks back. We then want to grab ourselves some blue wool. We're also going to need some red wool. We're going to place down a blue wool block like this, red wool block, followed by a blue wool block, and on either side of this red wool block, we're going to place down a stone bun just like that on both sides. We then want to grab ourselves a stone brick stair. We're going to place down an upside down stair, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick top slabs, and then an iron trapdoor on the end like that. So with that done, we're now going to go ahead and move onto our wings, continue on working on those. So after we have that done, we're going to place down a second stone brick stair up here in the front, followed by a polished andesite block directly behind it, stone brick stair, stone brick half slab, and a stone slab, or sorry, my bad, not a stone half slab, we're actually just place down a stone slab, just like that. So you have a stone brick stair and stone slab like that. After we have that done, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a stone brick stair, place down another one, coming off this stair up here in the front. We then want to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks directly behind it, followed by a stone slab after it, like so. With that done, we then want to place down a stone brick top slab, coming off the stone brick stair, followed by 1 and 2 back like that, so you have a row of 3. And then we're just going to place down a stone slab here on the very end, like so. Moving on over, we're going to go ahead and go to our second slab here. We're going to place down a stone half slab coming off of it, followed by a second one going back, and then we're going to place down a stone slab right there. So this one kind of comes off the middle one, so you get something that looks like that for the wing up here. Continuing on, we're going to go ahead and grab our stone slabs and all that stuff, and we're going to go ahead and build off of this. So we're going to go ahead and place down a stone slab coming off this stone brick half slab here, and then a stone brick slab coming off this one right here. We then want to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 more stone brick half slabs coming out, and then 1 and 2 more stone half slabs. We're then going to place down a row of 2 stone brick half slabs on the very end, or top slabs I should say, on the very end like that to complete the edge of the wing. And with that, that's going to do it for layer 3. We can go ahead and now move on to layer 4. Alright guys, so moving on to our next layer, we have layer 4. Now for layer 4, we're going to start off by going to the polished andesite block in the very front here. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on top of it. We then want to follow that up by placing down a stone brick half slab, followed by a polished andesite block. On either side of the polished andesite block, we're going to place down a stone brick half slab, like this on both sides. Going back from the polished andesite block in the very middle, we're going to grab ourselves some light gray stained glass full blocks. We're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 light gray stained glass blocks going back, followed by 4 polished andesite blocks, a stone brick stair, and then a stone brick half slab on the very end like that to kind of finish off that jet engine there. Now, once you have that done, we want to go to the sides now. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab on either side of this first light gray stained glass block. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by one like so we create a corner stair, and then we have a regular stair right here. We then want to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks back like this, followed by 1 and 2 stone brick stairs going back like so. On the top here, we're actually going to switch these stairs out for corner stairs, so we get something that looks just like that. Now with that finished, we then want to go ahead and go out to our booms here. So for this, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 iron trapdoors on top of those wool blocks right there, followed by 1, 2, and 3 stone brick half slabs, followed by a stone brick stair, just like this. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves polished andesite blocks. We're going to place down 1 and 2 polished andesite blocks after the stone brick stair. We also want to grab ourselves some signs. We're going to place down signs on the stair right here, and this polished andesite block right down on the side of it. So like that on the side, so you get something that looks like just like that. With that done, we then want to go ahead and grab ourselves some gray or light gray carpet. We're going to place down 1, 2, 3, and 4 light gray carpets like this, and then we want to place down 1 and 2 like so. Basically just cover up the black wool and stuff like that, the ugliness of the intakes there. We then want to grab ourselves some blue wool and also some red wool. We're going to fly out to the wings here. We're going to go ahead and go to this half slab here. We're going to place down a blue wool block like this, red wool block, and then we're going to go and surround the red carpet here with blue carpets just like that. Once you guys have that done, that's going to do it for layer 4. With that, let's move on to layer 5. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and move on to our last final layers, which are basically layers 5 and 6. We're going to go ahead and put the vertical stabilizers on and the horizontal stabilizer across and basically finish this build off. So to start off, we have to go ahead and finish off our cockpit. So for this, very simply, we're going to go ahead and place down a nether brick stair on top of this light gray stained glass block, followed by 1 and 2 light gray stained glass blocks after that nether brick stair, and then another nether brick stair on the very back here like so. Along the sides here, these 2 light gray stained glass blocks, we're going to place down 2 light gray stained glass panes on both sides like that, and on top of this first light gray stained glass block, we're going to place down a nether brick slab on top just like that for the cockpit. Alright, so going ahead and continuing on, basically moving on to our vertical stabilizers, we want to start off by placing down a brick stair on top of this polished andesite block like so on both sides. We're then going to place down a blue wool block directly behind the brick stair like that on both sides. And then come off the brick stairs, we're going to place down 2 end rods, basically one on either side. Now coming, or basically in between these brick stairs, we want to go and take our stone brick slabs, place down a row of basically, I believe this is probably like a row of 9 of stone brick half slabs all the way across. We then want to go ahead and grab ourselves stone brick half slabs again. We're going to place down 1 coming off these blue blocks, or these blue wool blocks like that on both sides. And then we just want to go ahead and take our stone slabs, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 across like that. Now one thing that also needs to be done is we do actually need to go ahead and have this stick out by 1 on the sides here. So we're actually going to place down a stone brick slab like this, followed by a stone slab like so. And actually, my bad, sorry, just stone brick. 2 stone brick slabs, and then 1 and 2 stone brick slabs over here as well. Forgot to make that addition and all that. So just like that on basically both sides to create that. The last thing we're going to do is we're just going to take a stone brick half slab, place it down on top of these blue wool block on both sides like that, and that's going to basically do it there for the in-flight version there of the Havilland DH.100 Vampire. We're going to go ahead and now move on to putting the landing gear on. So if you guys built this correctly and everything, if you want to have this thing landed, we're going to move on to that and show you guys how to put that on. But anyways, that's going to do it for the in-flight version. Let's go ahead and move on to the landed version. Alright guys, so going ahead and move on to the landed version. So we just built the in-flight version. If you guys followed along and you guys want to build the landed version, you should end up with pretty much something that looks just like this. Now these iron trap doors should basically be on the same level right here, basically right above the ground. Obviously you can't place down a block underneath them, so something like that, and it should be very close to the ground. That's how we want it. Now, realistically, the Vampire does have a slight angle of which it sits. However, it's so slight that we're not going to really include it, just because there's really no point in doing it, because it's just so gradual. It doesn't really make that big of a difference. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and basically build this sitting flat on the ground. So starting off with the front here. Now we do need to change a lot of stuff, make a lot of structural changes to get this thing to work. So we're going to start off with this stone brick top slab in the front here. We're actually going to get rid of that and replace that with a cobblestone wall like that. Now on the sides here of this cobblestone wall, we're going to go ahead and place down some, basically some wooden signs like that, and also on the front here, just like that, preferably not typing anything on it. We then want to take a gray banner and we're going to place it down on this polished andesite block like that for the front there. Very simple so far. We're going to go to this stone brick upside down stair. We're actually going to replace this with a stone brick half slab. We then want to remove these 2 polished andesite blocks in the middle here. So we're going to place down, we're going to delete 1 and 2 of those polished andesite blocks right there to open up that space in the center there. With that done, we want to go ahead and go to the left side of the aircraft. We're going to delete this stone brick top slab and this stone brick upside down corner stair, And in its place, we're going to place down 2 upside down stone brick stairs like this. And you may want to go ahead and also maybe fill this space in on the above here by placing down a polished andesite block or something like that. You just want to go and basically fill that in. So then we're going to go ahead and come out of the bottom there, and we're going to go and basically make sure we fix anything that we broke. So we have something that looks just like this. Now we also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some iron trap doors. We're going to go ahead and take iron trap doors, and we're actually going to go ahead and run this on the bottom of these upside down stairs. So just like this, 2 on the bottom there, like so. With that done, we just want to lastly take a block of coal, place down 1 block of coal right here, kind of at an angle from this cobblestone wall. We're going to place down a lever coming off of it to connect up to the cobblestone wall, followed by a stone button on either side of that block, just like that, to go ahead and basically complete the wheel there up in the front. That's going to do it for the front wheel. Let's move on to the back wheels. Alright guys, so moving on to our back wheels. Now these wheels are relatively pretty simple to add on. It's just a little bit of structural changes that may be a little bit complicated. So what we want to do here is we want to go ahead and go to this row right here. So we have the row basically where our booms are right here, basically going back our vertical stabilizers. So we're going to go ahead and go to this row directly below it. Now we're going to go ahead and go to this iron trapdoor right here, this one right before these 2 stone brick up top slabs. We're going to delete that iron trapdoor. We're going to place down a just a regular cobblestone wall in its place. And then we're going to place down a stone brick top slab underneath it like so. With that done, we then want to go and take nether brick stairs. We're going to place down an upside down nether brick stair, come off the stone brick top slab, 1 right above it like so, and then basically 2 on the opposite side, kind of reflecting the wheel. So you get something that looks pretty much just like that, a nice wheel like so. Now with that all finished, we need to go ahead and make some few other little changes here and there. Now we have the little space in here, as you can see, that's pretty much kind of dug out for where the wheel would kind of fold into. So for this, we want to go ahead and start off by breaking these 2 polished andesite blocks here. And we're also going to delete this polished andesite block here, and I believe we're going to leave this stone brick stair alone. We're actually going to leave that intact. Now, we're in this space right here, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, same right here, and same right there. We then want to delete these 2 stone brick top slabs, which is kind of part of our logo here. You can see the 2 stone brick top slabs gone, and we're actually going to place down iron trap doors in its place like so. And you're going to do the same thing, obviously, to the air wing. Now, on top here, obviously, we got to fix this. So we're going to place down an air blue carpet right there. We can go ahead and grab ourselves a light gray carpet and place it down on top of the iron trap door to kind of cover it up. And, yeah, pretty much once you guys have that done, that's going to pretty much do it for the landed version. All you got to do is just take that design over right here and flip it over to the air side. And once you guys do, you'll have the completed landed version. But, anyways, guys, that's going to pretty much do it for the Havilland DH.100 Vampire. Overall, it's a really cool build, and was a very interesting one to build. Definitely one of those aircraft that, you know, kind of gets forgotten, lost to history, and probably not a lot of you guys really know about or are familiar with. Anyways, hope you guys did enjoy the build. If you guys do use this tutorial, do you guys give me proper credit for it. This may be anything from the side of the build, link to my channel, or this video. If this does appear on any social media sites, as long as you guys give me credit for it, though, you're free to use it for whatever projects you guys are working on. Main thing is, just enjoy the build. Hope you guys have a good time with it and enjoyed building it. And that, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. This has been your 2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.